Welcome to Business by Design with Valerie Priester, a podcast for established women entrepreneurs who are ready to move with clarity, conviction, and alignment. This is the space where self-trust leads, strategy supports, and expansion feels true. And now, here's Valerie.
What happens when the next step in your business feels clear in your spirit, but uncertain in your mind? Have you ever found yourself circling the same decision, revisiting the same idea, or wanting more proof before you really move? Like I've been in that position a lot of times. What if the thing you're actually being asked to strengthen isn't your strategy, but your self-trust? In today's episode, we're talking about what it really means to trust yourself enough to move. So, there's a moment in every entrepreneur's journey when things start to feel different, right? You've built something meaningful, you have experience, you've navigated challenges, you've learned what works and what doesn't work, but suddenly the next step forward doesn't feel as clear as it once did. Like you've made decisions before and you were clear and you were definite in that decision, but all of a sudden it doesn't seem that way anymore, right? You have ideas, you have a sense of the direction that you want your business to go, and yet something inside causes you to pause, causes you to hesitate, right? You sit with a decision longer than you used to, you revisit ideas again and again, and then you wonder if you're missing something. Oftentimes we think we're missing something, right? Many women interpret this moment as a lack of clarity. I know I did. For years, I kept circling like I don't know who to coach, I don't know what to coach on, and it felt like the thing I was missing most was clarity. But what I learned was often the real issue isn't clarity, it's self trust, right? It's not even confidence because there is a difference between confidence and self trust. Confidence and self trust are often used interchangeably, but they're actually very different. Let me break this down for you. Confidence tends to come after results, right? You feel confident once you've succeeded or once you've accomplished something. Once you've seen proof that something actually works, you feel confident. Self trust is different. Self trust allows you to act before certainty even appears, right? It allows you to step out and get in action before you have this feeling that you're certain about the move that you're about to take, right? It's the quiet internal knowing that says, I may not see the entire path yet, but I trust myself enough to take the next step, right? It reminds me of the quote from Martin Luther King, which I love. I absolutely love that quote about seeing the entire staircase before you take a step, right? And at the edge of expansion in your business, that's exactly what's required: self trust. Now, many successful women entrepreneurs are surprised when hesitation appears, right? Especially when you have accomplished so much. And you tend to think, I should be past this by now. I should be over this by now. I've been down this journey before. I've hesitated. I've paused and doubted myself many times before, and I should be over this. But hesitation isn't a sign that something's wrong. Often it's a sign that something meaningful is changing, right? Your next level may require you to show up more visibly. It may require you to charge differently, to increase your fees even, right? It may challenge you or require you to shift your business model. I just did that. Not only my model, but the things that I coach on and how I coach. I just did that very shift in my own business, right? And it may require you to trust your own decisions more deeply. That part is the most important part. And those kinds of changes ask for something deeper than strategy because it's not just about strategy. They ask for self trust, right? So, if you've been feeling hesitation around your next level, your next move, here are three simple ways to begin rebuilding self trust. First, you want to acknowledge what you already know. This is another area where we often overlook the expertise that we have, the knowledge that we have, the years of building a successful business and building success in all areas of our lives. We often put that on the back burner and we discount it. We think that it doesn't mean anything, but that is so very valuable. So acknowledge what you already know, right? Many entrepreneurs already sense the direction that they want to explore. You already know the direction that you want to take your business, but they keep postponing action while searching for more confirmation, right? Instead of asking, what else do I need to know? Try asking this: what direction do I already know the direction of? Right? Or what decision, let me rephrase that. What decision do I already know the direction of? Okay. Clarity often appears when we stop pretending that we don't know, right? Oftentimes, when I'm working with women and I ask, like, what is it that you want? What direction do you want? What's the vision that you have for your business? And a lot of times I get, I don't know. I just don't know. But the truth is, you do know. A lot of times we have this big vision, this big dream, but sometimes we are afraid to even voice what that is. And we hesitate, we second guess, we doubt ourselves, right? But we have to understand that we know way more than we give ourselves credit for. We really do. Number two, you want to make sure that you take smaller steps than your mind expects, right? Because here's what this means. We often have big visions because we're visionaries, let's face it, right? We have big visions, we have big ideas, we have, all of these things that we really, really want to accomplish. But growth doesn't always require a dramatic leap. It doesn't always require, going from zero to $1 million overnight. Sometimes it's simple. Sometimes it's requiring the most simplistic way of doing something, right? Sometimes it's requiring the smallest step that you can take towards the big vision that you have, right? Scheduling a conversation, sharing an idea publicly, or starting a project you've been holding back on. Small steps create momentum, not the large leaps, right? And momentum is what builds self trust. And then number three, let action restore confidence. Confidence rarely comes before action. The only way that you grow confidence is because of action, right? As I said at the very beginning, action comes after, or confidence comes after results. So every time you act on what you know is right for you, self trust deepens. And when self trust deepens, clarity becomes much easier to access. So, what I want you to do is, I want you to take a moment and notice where you may be waiting for certainty instead of honoring what you already know, right? Your next step doesn't have to be this big, powerful step, right? It doesn't have to be the giant leap in order for it to really be powerful. Every step is powerful. And if you're ready for deeper clarity around your next level, I invite you to book a next level clarity session with me. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about what that next level looks like. Let's put your vision into a way of thinking that you can really resonate with and take hold of, and understand that your next step to your next level does not have to be difficult, right? It's a powerful space where we explore what's next for you and how to move forward in a way that feels more aligned. So if you need support in that, I'm here for you. Remember, designing your victory is a choice. Start today by trusting yourself enough to move, even if it's one micro brave step. We'll see you next time.
You've been listening to Business by Design with Valerie Priester. If this episode resonated, subscribe, share it with another woman entrepreneur, and stay connected for more conversations on self-trust, strategy, and aligned expansion.